Hi, I here. This is a reading for the sign of Leo. We're going to do a Celtic cross spread with the Thoth deck, and then we're going to pull 3 cards from the Shadow deck to see if there's any background energies or clarifications or any emotions or anything we need to be aware of that we don't see in the main spread. So let's just see what happens. Alright, so this is a reading for the sign of Leo. I hope all you Leos out there are having a good day. If you're watching this in the morning, I hope that you're going to have a good rest of your day. If you're watching this in the evening, I hope your day has gone well so far. And remember, if Leo is your rising, your sun, your moon, doesn't really matter. However Leo placement resonates with you, that's how you can take this reading. Again, never force anything, and always use your own intuition. If anything that you see stands out to you that I don't say, use your judgment for that. Or if you disagree with anything I say, again, this is just me giving a reading of what I see in the cards. Always use your own intuition to clarify anything, okay? So let us channel the energy of Leo. Let's see what messages we have for Leo today. Let's do one more. Get a good shuffle going. All right. So let us see what we have today for Leo. All right. Let's see. So in our present moment, we have the Empress. Nice. Crossed by the star. That's very nice. In the past, we have the Princess of Wands. In the future, we have the Hanged Man. In your unconscious energy, we have a 6 of Cups. In your conscious energy, we have the Chariot. Your general energy is the Queen of Wands. Your environment is the Lust card. You have what you fear most, or what is your challenge, is the 3 of Swords, and the likely outcome here is the Hierophant. That is powerful. Okay, so we're going to see what we don't see coming at the bottom of this deck here. That is quite a spread. Let's see what we have to say here. So, yeah, okay. So let's see. We have quite a few major arcana. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana. That is pretty sizable. Over half the cards here are major arcana. So this is a big moment, whatever this is that is represented by this for you. Let's see. So in terms of court cards, we have 1, 2 here. So we've just got, and both fire. So we have a Princess of Wands and a Queen of Wands. So there's definitely something boiling here. As far as other minor arcana go, it looks like we have 1 cup and we have 1 sword over here. So, okay, definitely heavy on the major arcana. I'm definitely feeling a lot more fire energy from this, which, that's good to see for Leo. Get the nice energy of the lion going. So let's see what is being said here. So the Empress is in the current moment. So, whatever you're kind of looking for, whatever is your sort of comforting, nurturing energy of birthing new things into the world, a nice fertile energy, that's your present moment. So I'm feeling like you either are, okay, yeah, I mean, you might be finding the love of your life here soon. This seems pretty nice. Again, we don't want to be too forthright about, love readings or anything like that, but definitely something that is very meaningful and important to you seems to me to be sort of coming out of this. And it's in your present. So you're either in a nice, comforting place where you feel like you've found something that you really feel good with, or it's right around the corner. Whatever that might be, whatever your Empress is, you're there. You're in the moment, and you're crossed by the star. So this is a person or an event or a situation that propels you and motivates you and makes you, this is what you get up for. This is This is a person or a thing that is what your life is sort of culminating to. That feels really good. Um, and it feels like I'm sensing from the Princess of Wands in the past, this is something that you've really wanted, whether this is a relationship you're in or some sort of again, a project or something that you are gravitating towards. I feel like this is something in the past that has very much fueled you and energized you, and either it has recently come to pass or in the near future is going to come to pass, but something that is really your drive, that is making you want to move forward, the things that you put your time and energy into, to the reason why you dedicate your life, is either coming soon or is already here. So again, you want to give yourself to whatever this is here. Now, in the future, we have the Hanged Man, which is a bit of a sense of maybe a look back and a reevaluation of what this might be. So maybe this is something that came in very quickly. And again, either your life has been built around trying to get to this point, or maybe your life is being sort of upended by having this brought into your life. And maybe that's what the Hanged Man in the future is representing, is not necessarily looking at whatever this thing is that has just crashed into your life here. But whatever this thing is, I think you are looking at either it or the sort of way that it fits into your life and trying to sort of make a judgment about, what do I do with this? This is clearly something you want. This is clearly something that is very important to you, that fuels you and energizes you. And so now maybe you're in a position where you have to figure out how you're going to build your life around whatever this thing is that is so important to you. In your unconscious energy, again, whatever this is that's happening here, it is very much fueling you with happiness and joy. I mean, you have the pleasure card in your unconscious energy. I sometimes like to think of this card in this position as the sort of engine that's propelling you forward, either physically or spiritually or emotionally. And for this to be a Six of Cups, again, there's also a sense of a little bit of a nostalgia quality. I think whatever this is, whatever your Empress is, which again crossed by the star, this is something that you have really, really wanted. It's something that I imagine this is something your entire life has been leading up to, and it is going to make you so happy if you were not already in this happy place now. I don't want to just give you happy readings and say everything's going to be hunky-dory, but again, whatever this is that is represented by this card, it is something that is either a goal you are working towards or something you are... This is what you really want. And it's going to bring you happiness. And in the Chariot there in the future, this is not just going to be something that you're like a one and done, I feel good, now I'm going to just write it out. I think this is... Whatever this is for you, it's what is going to propel you into the next chapter of your life. It feels really good. It's filled with pleasure. It's filled with passion. It is a source of inspiration and positive energy. It is what fuels you with the Star card. And the Chariot, you're going to take that power, that whatever this is, and you're going to put that out into the world. But again, the Hanged Man here in the center, it's as if you have to figure out how are you going to now sort of build your life around whatever this new passion is. Or maybe it's an old passion, but it's a passion, whatever this is. It's a very strong passion. This is your goal, your dream. This is what you're working towards, and it's beautiful. I mean, this is really, really nice here. And again, the Hanged Man, it's not a bad card. It's just a card of taking a step back and looking at, how does this work? How do I understand how all of this fits together and what this means? And there's some sacrifice there too. And so perhaps there are aspects of your life that you will have to sort of give up, things that you will have to compromise on in order to fulfill this passion. But whatever this is that resonates with you, that this joy is, I think it's coming, or you're on the cusp of it, or it's something that you've been wanting for a long time, and you're definitely feeling it sort of happening now or in the future. So this is great. This is good. And I'm almost inclined to say that you're in your present, you're kind of feeling whatever this is, because here in your present energy, we've got the Queen of Wands. She doesn't take crap from anyone, really. This is you in your element. You were the Princess of Wands before. you were in this position of feeling motivated to reach this Empress or this star, whatever that is for you. And now that you're getting a taste of it, I mean, again, this doesn't necessarily mean a romantic thing. This doesn't mean like your love of your life is necessarily going to come into your life right now. But whatever your passion is, whatever your joy is, I think you're tapping into it. Again, it could just be an internal thing. It could be you just embracing your power and becoming the Queen of Wands. And maybe you are embodying the power of the Empress, you know. But I tend to think that maybe, I don't know, maybe this is something internal. Maybe it is a person coming into your life. But it's definitely empowering you and making you feel passionate and strong and courageous and able to feel like you can take on anything. Now, be careful with that energy. That level of cockiness can get you into trouble, but this is giving me a sense that you're feeling a strong sense of empowerment because you found your strength. You know, you're Leo the lion, and you have embodied the strength of the lion right now, and you're really feeling it. And right, we have the Leo card right here, lust. So that's really nice as well, because now this is your environment, and so I think it could just be that you've gotten over maybe some sort of hump and you're now coming into your power. You're re-embracing your joy, and you're putting that energy back out into the world. You're embodying the strength of the Queen of Wands, when in the past you just had the passion and unrefinedness of the Princess of Wands. And now you sort of learn to channel all of this energy, and that strength and lust is going to put you in a position where you are able to take on anything. And that is where you might accidentally be blindsided. As I said, you want to be careful with this amount of intense positive energy, because it can almost make you feel a little delusional. And I think the Three of Swords here, this card right here, is what you should be afraid of, because if you are too much in this power energy, you might accidentally end up getting yourself in a situation that could harm you or other people around you. Maybe not necessarily physically, but somewhat emotionally. You know, maybe that fire can burn a little too bright and you can accidentally burn yourself with it. So you want to be careful with that. The reason I do feel a little bit more inclined, though, to say that this is something romantic is you have the Hierophant there. That's a card. It can represent fitting into society or education. But sort of the inevitable conclusion to this that I'm seeing with the Hierophant is that, I mean, this could be some sort of like marriage commitment type thing, or maybe not necessarily formally marriage, but some sort of social construct, some kind of commitment to something that you, again, it feels like you have found a person or a thing that you feel very passionate about. It is empowering you. You're going to put it in the world. It's making you feel like a freaking fire queen right now. You got you're channeling this lust and putting that energy out into the world, and just walking around like, I don't give a crap about anyone. I can do anything. And again, be careful. Don't be blindsided. Don't be overconfident. Don't let that confidence keep you in a place where you might be a little naive to things that could, you're not invincible. You might feel invincible, but that doesn't mean that you are invincible, and you should be careful with that amount of power. But it looks like whatever this positive energy is, you're going to put it out into something, and it feels like you want to commit yourself to something, whether it's a person or a project. You're feeling that fire of the lion, and you're ready to commit yourself to making this some sort of physical thing in the world. Whether it's a person or a project or an internal feeling that you're now releasing and letting out. But this is really nice. This is good. This is a really awesome little spread here. So let's see what we don't see coming here at the bottom of the deck. Well, there we go. I'm going to put that right there next to that Three of Swords and say again, you've got all this positive, powerful energy. Don't let it blindside you. Don't let it make you become naive to things that could still hurt you. There is still the potential that not everything is perfect. And that's okay. That doesn't mean that you should step back from your power and not channel this energy of I can do anything. Believe in yourself. Make sure you're putting that energy out there and putting that confidence, in the forefront. But again, be realistic too. When you see the Seven of Cups here, there could be delusions. Things that look perfect might have imperfections, and that's fine. Just make sure that you see reality as it is. Don't just be all positive power. Be realistic as well. I think, again, with the Hierophant up there, whatever this is that's fueling you, it's something that you really do want to commit to and put your energy in. But maybe take your time. Make sure that you don't, do a little rake stepping here and hurt yourself with your energy of fuel to just push forward. Take the time to look at what's going on, make rational decisions, look, reflect, make sure that the things you want to go for really are as good as you want them to be. You don't want them to look like these sort of these things that look like you got like a 9 of cups in front of you, but in reality you've just got this stinky stench water, and you might drink that and you might end up doing a little bit of harm to yourself. And the reason you want to be careful about that is all of this positive energy that you've got fueling you, you don't want to sort of stifle that with a little bit of nastiness, or you don't want to like drink some bad water that's going to give you like food poisoning and then you're out of commission. You've got so much power and energy. You want to make sure you're putting that forward into something really good and something that really is making the world better. Okay? So that's awesome. Again, this is, whatever this is big, or at least it's something that is very important and powerful to you as an individual, whatever it is, like in person, feeling, project. But you're finding your strength. That's the message here, is you are finding your strength. You've been looking for it, and maybe you've been stuck, but now you've got it. And, go forth. Put that out there. That's awesome. So let's see what the Shadow deck is going to share with us today. Let's see if there's any confirmations or things we should be a little bit aware of. Again, the thing that I'm seeing here is the big message. And the Hanged Man here is kind of pointing out that, yeah, I think you are in a position where you realize that as great as this may seem, it almost seems like it might be too good to be true. And it might be. Not everything is necessarily going to fit perfectly into this energy of, this is great, I can do anything, You are capable of doing anything, but that doesn't mean that you should go out and do everything on a whim, right? Be smart. Take the time, look at things, even if they feel right. Trust your judgment. If something feels right, there's probably a good deal of it that is probably good for you, or is in some way calling to you in a positive way. That's probably something you should move towards. But again, be careful. Don't drink poison. That's my general life advice. Go forward towards the things that propel you and make you feel good, but don't drink poison. Poison's bad. Okay. Yeah, what a deep message. Poison's bad. I'm kind of taken away by how great this spread is. This is awesome. This is cool. I'm really curious to see what we're gonna get here in the Shadow deck. So let's see. So we're gonna pull 3 cards. Let's see. I'm not even sure what I want to confirm here. Maybe we can get a little bit more information on what the Star and the Empress are for you. But I think with something this powerful, whatever this is for you, you know what it is. And again, I'm not telling you that it's like inevitably going to come to you, but I think there's some clarity, or maybe there is some desire that is finally being fulfilled, whether it's happening in the external world or whether you're just embracing who you are internally. There's something really nice here. Okay. I don't want to be overly positive because I don't like giving readings that's just like, hey, this is awesome and you're going to feel great. There's going to be negative stuff to be aware of. That's what these cards are telling you, but signs are good. This is looking pretty good. So let's see what we get here. I think that's enough shuffling. Let's see what we get in the Shadow deck. We have the High Priestess, we have the 9 of Wands, and we have the 5 of Cups. There's a little bit more negative energy. The 5 of Cups, something's going to spill. Again, be careful. Take your time with this. Don't rush. Whatever this is, it might feel amazing. It might feel like this is what I've always wanted my whole life. Don't rush into it just because it feels good. I think if you rush into things, you're going to end up in a 5 of Cups situation. You're going to spill this great thing that you have, and it's going to be all over the place, and then, either you're going to drink poison, or maybe you spill one of your cups, you try to scoop it back up, and it's got a little bit of dirt or something in it, and you don't want that. So don't rush things. Don't end up in a 3 of Swords type of situation. In terms of these other cards here, so we have the 9 of Wands. There is some hurdle here. Again, I initially was kind of feeling like maybe what the hangman was saying was like maybe there's a situation where you're not sure how to fit all of this into your life now. Maybe that's what the Nine of Wands is saying, is that there's some final challenge to overcome. Maybe you found. I almost feel like maybe this is not necessarily a person. Really, I kind of want to lean towards it's you have found your calling and you feel empowered by your calling, but you're still not entirely sure how to fit it into the life that you're currently living. And you need to take the time as the hanged man to evaluate things and figure out how to do this smoothly. Don't just rush into it all at one go, okay? Or you'll end up a Five of Cups or a Three of Swords over here. But trust your intuition. That's the High Priestess here. Trust your, not your gut, but your intuition. Listen to your thoughts. Listen to the things that are speaking to you, and pay attention. Do pay attention to how you're feeling about things, and don't just get completely consumed in this positive energy of fire and just I gotta go 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 go. If this really is the thing that is so important to you, it's going to be fulfilled in time. So don't rush it. Don't just dive into it. Take the time to evaluate and think about how this sort of fits in with the plan so far, and maybe learn to adjust into it rather than diving headfirst into it. But I do see you committing to whatever this is with the Hierophant and finding a way to fit this into your life, but do that in time. Don't do it all in one go, okay? Because whatever this Knight of Wands is, you're going to overcome those challenges, but you just need to make sure that you are sort of thinking them through and doing them in a nice, stable, positive way. So let's see what we don't see coming at the back of the Shadow deck, and we have Five of Swords. Okay, so yeah, that is a defeat. That is a loss. That's interesting. Okay, so we have all of this positive energy, and like I said, I feel a little bit of a sense that you need to maybe take the time to analyze what's going on so you don't end up getting yourself hurt. There might be someone or some situation that, again, because you're so passionate and rushed with this, if you jump headlong into this, you might end up sabotaging yourself, or someone around you might try to use your blind spots against you, is kind of what I'm seeing with that. So again, I don't know what this is for you. Use your own intuition to figure out how this fits into your situation. But the message I hear is you are feeling empowered, and I am all for that. I think embrace that and put that out there. We need good, positive, energetic people who really know what they want from their life. But don't let that be something, don't let that fire be so bright that it blinds you and you can't see how you're making choices and how you're navigating the world. Because if you do that, you're going to be taken advantage of, is what I'm seeing. And that's going to bring heartbreak, which you already seem to be afraid of, and that's your challenge here, is negative energy. And again, you don't want to lose this energy and have it take you back down. You want to stay in this positive, powerful place. And some of that takes a little bit of just identifying the landscape before you dive out there, and not just rushing headlong and then spilling all this positive energy, and then you've just got spilt milk on the floor, and you go from this energy of fire to sadness, and you don't want to be there. You don't want to be stuck drinking this nasty cup water that's been scooped right back up because you weren't careful enough to make sure that you protected it and kept it safe. So interesting reading. I really like this. I hope this resonated with you in some way. Again, use your own intuition to figure out how this fits into your situation. But I hope this helped, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.